is a difference between creating and creativity. In a world where we can ask technology to write a story, arrange a song, or paint us a picture, it can be easy to lose sight of what creativity really is. Creativity is something different. What is it that sets creativity apart? Creativity involves human elements of empathy, imagination, and connection. Every year, every decade, and every century, we as humans have proven that we can create and be creative in a way that is truly limitless. Creativity is what has allowed us to evolve into who we are today. I'm Rachael Ryan. I am a researcher. I spend a lot of time thinking about creativity and the ways in which we have evolved with creativity. So, if you will, come back with me to the very beginning, to the discovery of fire. The discovery of fire will go down in history as one of the most important discoveries of all time. It wasn't the discovery itself that was so important. What was important about it was what humans were able to do with fire, to harness the power of fire to weld, to cook, to provide warmth, to connect and create. Creativity is what makes us human. One of the defining features of humanity is our ability to be creative, to be able to imagine something and make it real. Creativity is vital for survival. If we weren't creative, we would not have ever extended our own life expectancies or created culture around the world. Creativity and vitality are linked. Countless institutions like Harvard, Yale, Johns Hopkins University, Stanford, the list goes on, have linked creativity to improved mental health, increased cognitive function, and enhanced overall brain health. If you give people a tool like fire, humans will be creative with it. And if you gave different people the same tool, you'll find that the diversity of the output is tremendous. So how is it that we can solve for problems that haven't been discussed or designed for yet? Empathy. Empathy is the single most powerful human trait that pushes humanity forward and pushes us to be creative. Empathy allows for problem finding, which in turn allows for problem solving. Empathy is what inspires us to truly be creative. We will continue to face increasingly difficult problems that we will need to be creative in order to solve. And creative use of the tools that are available to us, like fire, are what will allow us to solve for those problems. Being creative with these tools is transforming the human experience. Technology is the tool of today that is allowing us to push creative boundaries that we didn't even know existed. And the imaginative use of technology allows us to be that creative. Connection to other people is also something that technology allows us to have. Technology shows us stories that we didn't even know existed. It's democratized storytelling, and therefore democratized creativity. So in order to showcase how empathy, imagination, and connection are these key elements of creativity, I would like to tell you a story. It's a story about Jimmy Choi. Jimmy Choi is a TikTok creator. He posts daily videos of his incredible athleticism, and he posts videos about living with Parkinson's disease. Jimmy created a video that highlights the irony of how difficult it is to dispense Parkinson's medication from a pill bottle when you are someone who lives with limited motor skills or a tremor. Jimmy's video was seen by countless people. It was seen across the globe. It was also seen by Brian Aldridge. Brian Aldridge, similarly, is a TikTok creator. This video stopped Brian in his tracks. He had an imaginative idea that could solve for Jimmy's problem. So Brian took to his computer-aided design skills. He taught himself how to make a 3D model. And he made a 3D model of his idea for a reimagined Parkinson's pill dispenser. The pill dispenser only allowed for one pill to be extracted at any one time. And that's where Brian's limits start. He had created the prototype in 2D version on CAD. And he took it back to the TikTok community. He sent out a plea for help. He did not have a 3D printer. So he asked the community, and Brian's plea was met with spectacular support. The community banded together to take Brian's model and iterate on it while printing it via 3D printer over and over to create what Brian is holding here, the final product. And that's where it could have stopped. It could have been a blip in time. But the community continued to rally behind Brian's idea. And through connection, community, collaboration, they have been able to make this prototype into a reality. A reality that is designed not to make money, but instead to make real impact and change for the Parkinson's community. The community have been able to really rally around this prototype, and now we actually have it today, and it's something that is shipped free of charge, and you just pay for the shipping. As the world grows increasingly automated, creative thinking becomes increasingly important. Creativity and access to human experiences that people would not otherwise have access to also becomes increasingly important in order to make meaningful change in the places that need it. With 80% of people saying that access to video platforms allows them to connect with different communities and cultures that they would not have otherwise had access to, you can see how our creative thinking will continue to be accelerated by technology. Community will be the ultimate fuel for that creativity. The future will be written the way it always has been, by people looking beyond their worlds and imagining a better future. So the next time that artificial intelligence comes up in conversation, remember Jimmy and Brian and the community that rallied around them, and how imagination, empathy, and connection are what makes something truly creative. Really, these three words are the limit to technology's creativity. AI is a tool that will continue to push creative boundaries. And from our research, 2 and 3 do say that AI will help to push creative boundaries. From the discovery of fire to the most innovative technology of today, creativity and the ways that we as humans evolve with it remain a timeless human experience. Thank you.